Back when I was a teenager, the internet was just starting to be a thing. You would hear people at school, "Ronnie got the internet now." Or you would hear someone complaining how they tried calling someone but couldn't get through because the phone line was busy. That's how we had to do the internet. We had to plug a phone cord into the back of a computer. Most people didn't have two phone lines, so they had to use the house line to run the internet. It's not like today how people can walk around and pull a magic Google out of the sky with a pocket computer. And the net, for most of us, was the first time we got to witness intercourse in non-paperback or magazine form. If you were a kid before that, you had to cop a few peeks of the top shelf in the magazine aisle at the corner store. They thought if we put the best stuff up high, then the children won't see it or notice it. But guess what? We noticed. Every once in a while, one of our friends would sneak one of his dad's magazines out of the house and show the rest of us. We would go into the forest, a group of 7 or 8 of us, and gather around. The kid who took it would sit in the center, and all of us who were curious would stand in a circle around them, watching as they would flip the page one at a time. We did that a few times over the summer, and that was really our first introduction to the female anatomy. But something happens to a boy when they turn 11 or 12, a new curiosity. And for some who can't control it, it becomes habitual, a repeat pattern of sorts. Young Terry, the kid who was taking the magazines, well, his parents split up. His dad moved 2 trailer parks over, and with him gone, so was the nudity. Unbeknownst to us, Terrence developed a bit of a habit, and getting to accommodate said habit every second weekend when he was at his father's wasn't enough. Once the school year started again, Terry put together a little crew. He enlisted Skinny Derrick and Too Tall Patrick. Derrick was this bony little bastard that had a stunted growth. He was real small and skinny. He looked as if he was raised on soup. Not even a soup. A soup has shit in it. More of a broth. Pretty much just a flavored hot water. And Patrick, he was the opposite. He was taller than most local adults. There was a real height deficiency in our area, so Patrick stood out, and we called him Too Tall. The 3 of them put together a plan to satisfy Terry's desires, and it would actually make them some milk money in the process. The 3 would go into the store together. Skinny Derrick would distract the clerk. Too Tall would reach up to the top shelf and pass one of them titty books down to Terry. Terry would pull out a sheet of paper out of his pocket and then start tracing out whichever image caught his eye the most. He had very limited time, but somehow he was able to capture those fine details and really bring the sketch to life. Once he got what he needed, he handed the magazine back to Patrick, and he would put it back on the top shelf, and they would all bounce out of there. Terry usually needed another 5 minutes or so once they got to the forest to maybe do some shading or touch up his line work and whatnot. Once they got back to school, though, they would charge the other kids $0.25 each to take a look, and the kids paid it. Maybe at first they were a bit skeptical, but once they saw the effort and realism Terry was drawing, word quickly spread that these were legit, that Terry was the real deal when it came to perversion artistry. Most kids in our area didn't live with their fathers full time, so they didn't have access to this stuff, but Terry changed all that by providing obscene imagery to them. I think a couple kids got jealous. They saw the money Terry's crew was pulling in with the porn business, and before long, there was a bunch of knockoffs on the street. I personally could tell the difference between a Terry original, a TO, we called them, but a lot of kids ended up falling for it. What I think they were doing is, one kid would pay the 25 cents to see the original drawing, then he would try to recreate it from memory, from freehand. And a scene like that, it could be a lot to take in, especially if you don't have a photographic memory. The proportions would always be out, or there'd be incorrect shading details added. Terry took a lot of pride with his drawings, and it would show in his artwork. To try to combat the forgeries floating around, he started signing his pieces in the bottom corner. That way the other kids would be able to check the signature and tell if it was fake or not. Well, from what I heard, for the past 3 or 4 months while this was going on, our principal was finding hand-drawn pornography all over the school. One would fall out of a kid's binder in the hallway or get left behind in the boys' bathroom stall. But he kept finding them laying around. And the rumor was that he brought them home, and his missus, his wife, she came across them in his briefcase. And that caused a lot of shit back home for him. Because the drawings were so well done, it was said that his wife thought they were his, for his personal use. So now he had his wife breathing down his neck, and in order to prove they weren't his, he had to hunt down the culprit responsible for these. It didn't take too long after that for him to figure out who was behind the hand-traced full frontal, because remember, Terry had to start signing all of them to prevent the counterfeits from cutting into his profits. Well, the crew got busted up. There was a note sent home to all the parents explaining what was going on and how they had to search the kids' bedrooms, then had to sign the note and send it back to school to prove that they actually read it. It was this huge thing. Under recommendation from the school, Terry's mom had to put him in counseling, and Derrick and Patrick got a week's suspension each for being accomplices. It was no more than 2 or 3 weeks later, but I was in the store, and I just so happened to glance up to the top shelf where it all began, and I saw all naked literature now had a clear plastic wrapper around them. I like to think I played a small part in that.
Good evening, Mr. Kerrigan.
Good evening, Mr. White.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's episode 5, so I thought we'd be done like 3 episodes ago, and and then 10 years from now we'd be like, hey, remember when we tried to do a podcast?
Yeah. Well, it's coming along. I think we're getting better each time.
We got to, right? And once we get, I think it's 10,000 hours until you're considered a professional.
Yeah, then we'll be an expert.
Well, we've pretty much got maybe 4 hours out of
yeah,
that.
We're on our way. We're well on our way.
Yeah, we got to start somewhere. So I hear you've made some changes in your life, and you finally went out and got yourself a cell phone.
I did. I did. And up until about 30 minutes ago, I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
I despised it. But thankfully, I have friends like you that have cell phones and know how to fucking use them and can show me how to use it.
For all the listeners, this is not a podcast that came out like 20 years ago when cell phones just came out. This is how you've gone so long without having a cell phone.
Like I chose not to be tethered.
You just said everyone's getting rid of the house line. Not me, man.
Yeah, no. I'm keeping it. I even went out and got one of those fucking rotary dials.
Yeah, it's always been there for me. It's never failed.
Well, what happened the other day, I was dropping my kid off at school, minus 30 something outside, and I go to pull out and turn around in this little like dead end U-turn road, and I slide. I go right into a fucking snowbank. And sure as shit, I'm fucking wedged. I got the wedge in there. I can't get out. My front 2 tires are just spinning. They won't catch anything. And then I get out. I tried, okay, well, I've been in a situation like this before. So I started clearing the snow away.
Yeah.
But everything around it was ice. And it was sloped towards the snowbank. And I just couldn't fucking get out. And I didn't have a cell phone. I was outside of my vehicle yelling. I was upset. I was swearing. And I probably carried on for about 30 minutes fighting with the fucking vehicle. And then somebody that lived close by can hear me from inside. And they came out and, hey, you need some help? And I turned around and said, I would fucking love some. He pushed on the front end and we got that bitch out of the snowbank. Soon as I got out, I said, fuck this. No more am I living like a fucking guy in 1981. I am getting a cell phone.
Yeah.
I've been in shitty situations before that I could have used a cell phone. I sat outside waiting for one of my kids to come out for 30 minutes because they're too preoccupied to even bother checking outside to see if I'm waiting.
I remember that. That was your New Year's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And many other things, being out and then coming home, someone saying, "Oh, can I get a ride here now?" And I just barely even get into the fucking front door, or can you go run and grab this? Like I'm a fucking delivery boy.
When you could have
So
got it when you were already out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just went. I went right to the mall. Told the lady I need a phone. I need something that's gonna maybe last a little bit.
Is this your
And
first smartphone? Were you just did you go from like flip phone back in the day to a smartphone now? Or?
I had the Razor. It was a flip phone, a metal flip phone. I think it had like a 2 megapixel camera on the front, and I don't think you could go on the internet with it. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
See,
I
that's
never
what I
did.
want. Right there, you described what I want, because I'm finding these apps and shit. I'm getting lost on my phone way too much, and it's just mindless, stupid shit. All I really need the phone for is phone calls and text messages.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly. I don't need a computer.
Yeah. I mean, why am I on my phone so much when I have like a perfectly good desktop? I've got an iPad. I've got a Chromebook. I've got every piece of technology.
Yeah.
And I just find myself just sitting on my phone because it's just always right there, I guess.
Yeah. When I got in your front door, I wanted to go return this phone today because I hated it so much. I couldn't figure out how to fucking use anything.
Well, you didn't get like you went a different way with your phone selection, where everyone just generally goes to like an iPhone or they get like a Samsung,
Mm-hmm.
and you went with a totally different phone with like different settings, different ways of doing things. Like the fact that you have to swipe to go back and forth to pages instead of hitting the button,
Yeah.
a back button. Like here you are trying to move back and forth on a website and you can't do it.
Yeah, there was no fucking back button. There was no fucking button. But thankfully, you thought, hey, let's Google. And you found me my back button. And you
Yeah.
found me close my open app bullshit.
So I actually I didn't help you at all. It was Google that helped us.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
definitely something that you could have done at home.
Could have, but I thought I was shit out of luck. I was going to return this thing today. I just wanted to get rid of it. I
Yeah.
figured, fuck, what did I even bother with this phone for?
Well,
I
it's got
hate
good
it.
reviews. It's got great reviews, and it's just not a mainstream. It's
Yeah.
not what all the kids are getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm used to my iPad, so I'm used to
Mhm.
iPhone, or not iPhone, iPad and Apple products. So
Yeah.
that's what I was accustomed to. And when you don't got a single button on your phone to push, and you got to do all these stupid little fucking jigsaw puzzle things, and your phone turns into a fucking Rubik's cube just to use the cocksucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have the type of phone that if you were still in high school, you'd be getting teased
Oh,
because
okay.
oh, look at this welfare phone. Couldn't get that new iPhone 38.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh
know.
well. Darn
Well,
it.
I got sick and tired of this whole 2 years. It seems like phones kind of self-destruct after the 2 years, and then it forces you to get the newest upgraded phone, right? So, I mean, how many different phones and where are all these old phones going? Is my
There's got to be a
question.
graveyard. There's a mass graveyard, or we're shipping them out into space and sending them into the sun,
Yeah,
because there's got to be so many fucking
they're in
phones
the
laying around.
ocean or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so my phone right now is I hit my 2 year limit, and I'm keeping it until this thing either explodes or just it just decides not to work one day. I'm going to ride or die with my current phone until the technology outgrows what it's capable of doing. I'm going to stick with it and see how long I can go, because I don't want to keep contributing to the phone graveyard wherever that may be located.
There's probably like 5 cell phones per each dolphin's blowhole right
Yeah,
now.
man. Like, I mean, I don't even remember how many phones I've had in the last decade. It's got to be seven phones, 6 phones.
Wow. Yeah, not me, man. I just used my iPad. I was happy using email instead
Yeah.
of texting. But it's just so much more convenient already, I can tell.
For
I
texting. Yeah.
Yeah, just being able to text somebody instead of having to send them an email and wait
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
wait and
I
see if they check
appreciate
their email.
I very much appreciate that you have the ability to text now, even though I'm not a big texter either. Like I like, well, with stupid bullshit and entertaining texts, I'm all about those.
Mm-hmm.
But people who use texting wrong, like they just they text all fucking day and
Yeah. I was in the Tim Hortons drive-through, and I caught myself looking down at my phone.
well,
when I
yeah,
was
because you got a 30-minute wait in the drive-through.
that.
That's
Yeah, yep. And it was like my bane. I would yell out the window at idiots for being on their phone,
yeah.
but I was fucking around trying to get the Tim's app that I downloaded to open.
Did you have enough time? Did you get it done before you got
I
to the
did.
window?
I did. I figured out how to find it, and I was able to get the stupid little thing scanned.
Oh, nice. I can't stand Tim Hortons. It just seems like I should just run in and get my coffee. It would be done a
I do.
lot sooner, right?
I usually do.
Yeah.
If there's more than 3 cars, I'm not waiting half an hour for them. I
'Cause
just go in and get it.
There's too many of them that the cars are backed up right to the road.
Yep.
Yeah, and everyone's getting a sandwich and a full meal, and it just takes forever to get through the line.
It's
So
absolutely ridiculous.
yeah. Oh. So
Yeah.
now I started making coffee in the morning at home like a big kid.
Like a big boy.
Yeah, and it's been glorious. I've been making much better time at work because I don't have to make my stop at the drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's changing my life for the better.
Well, that's good. You're one less thing dependent.
Well, I still depend on having the coffee, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're not dependent on somebody else making it for you.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
got your balls in your own hands now.
Yes. Yes. My balls are brewing a good cup of Joe.
So you had your Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I finally had it. I had it this past weekend. Yeah, it was long overdue. My mother was working for Christmas, and well, I was at your house because that's basically where I go when there's nothing happening on my family side. We had it out. We had like the turkey, stuffing, like mac and cheese, pierogies. Like we had the whole friggin'. My mom took it easy on the vegetable, because we're there for the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like
No filler.
I am not filling with fucking carrots and peas or whatever the fuck there is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm after that turkey, the gravy, and all that shit. I
Yeah.
was, and here, last week I was talking about making some changes in my life and losing some weight, and I'm already off on the wrong step.
Well, everybody's entitled to a Christmas dinner.
But then there's another one coming. There's another one around the corner. There's always another fucking holiday, and thank God I don't have a relationship where I have to take someone out to a Valentine's Day dinner, which is coming up in February.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Right? So then you're eating chocolates and fucking. No, I'm done. There's always a birthday. There's always a get together, a fucking something. Mark, come on. Just how to indulge. How often do we all get to do? Oh, you're right. And then yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's like almost like every month there's some fucking bullshit going on.
Always something. There's always it never ends. It's like the fucking dishes. It just keeps going.
I got a haircut.
Yeah,
I sent you fair warning about it.
Yeah, you said that I should probably prepare myself. I might become attracted to you.
But it wouldn't be gay. There'd be no homoeroticism if you were to find yourself attracted to me suddenly.
Yes.
Because, guys, I got a really nice haircut.
It was a handsome cut. It was very handsome.
And I told him straight up, don't be alarmed if you suddenly find yourself attracted to me.
Yeah.
It's not homoerotic in this case. In this case, it's understandable.
Yeah, and I mean, I was not. I didn't find myself attracted to you when I saw you, even though I thought it was a great cut. But now that I've been having a little drink here, the tides might be changing.
Oh shit! Oh Christ!
No, I can't. I don't remember the last time I had a haircut. Actually, no, I do remember the last time I had a haircut because I cut it myself. I don't remember the last time I went to like an establishment for a haircut because I just simply don't have enough to cut. I'm at that stage where it's like you got to let go. You can't just like hold on and try and grow it out and have like a comb over or a Donald Trump thing,
Yeah.
some shit like that. And yeah, so I'm just shaving it. I'm shaving it right down, and it's gone.
And you know what? I'm lucky for guys our age.
Yeah,
That
you are.
this is the time when mangs start losing that upper piece.
Yeah, man. And you know, like, what if like I had a great relationship with the person that cut my hair, and now because of this, me being follically challenged, I've just lost touch with my hairdresser.
Mm-hmm. It happens every day. I
Mm,
imagine every day, hearts broken everywhere.
yeah.
But it's
And
true though. It's true though. Like our guys our age, they start to notice the hair start coming out. And
dude, I noticed when I was 22.
really,
Fuck yeah, man. I was in the shower and I was just washing my hair, and maybe 23, 24, somewhere there. And then I looked at my hand, all the like there's quite a bit of strands of hair in my hand.
wow.
And then I heard that you lose so much, hair, like a stupid amount of hair every day. Someone loses that, but man, it was, yeah.
Yeah, when your head's not replenishing that hair,
No.
that's when you start to
Yeah.
notice
Yeah.
those 40 or 50 strands coming loose.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I've come to terms with it, and it's not happening. I'm not going to be able to ever get a haircut again.
Does male pattern baldness run in your family?
Well, I heard that it goes through your mother's side, and my mother's side, my grandpa bald, my uncle's bald, and then when I met my dad, I answered the door when he shows up. He's bald. His brother's bald. Both sides, the entire fucking family. So
Damn.
I'm just genetically fucked.
My mother, she has really thick hair. My uncle, he's in the same boat. He has to shave up top because there's nothing left to maintain up top. My aunt, she's got really thick hair. My grandmother, really thick hair. My grandfather, he was going bald, so him and my uncle are the same. But then I got another uncle, my mom's other brother, full head of hair like me as well. And my dad, he's got a mop. He's mopped up top.
Well, my half brother Robert, he still has hair, and he's 36, just turned 36 now. So
that's wonderful. Does your twin?
No, he's in the same boat as me.
Oh wow, fucking paternal right down the strand.
It's a goddamn shame. I was a goddamn Adonis with hair.
Were you? Were you really?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, it was some thick ass hair when I was a kid, and even like my hairdresser or the barber or whatever would always comment like, "Holy fucking, just like thick ass hair." And then my friends, they called it like, I don't know. I don't know. They came up with some stupid Okefenokee. Like
Okefenokee.
Called my hair Okefenokee, and I was like, "What the fuck is Okefenokee?" And turns out it's a dead swamp. But we're in like grade 8. I don't know why the fuck we learned about this Okefenokee on some documentary or something, and then someone, one of my friends, is like, "Hey, Mark, I'm gonna start calling your hair Okefenokee." So yeah, just stupid grade 8 shit, I guess.
I have to get my hair thinned out when I'm at the hairdresser. I'm not trying to brag either. I'm just saying, like,
that's just a subtle flex right there.
No, but I'm sure right down for our listeners, right down the middle, 50% of them, chances are, got hair. The other 50%, they're starting to see either a decline or they've already had the decline and are on the same boat as you, and they got the shave.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered a follicle transplant?
No, Jesus, no.
Because I would donate. I'd donate some strands to you if you need it. I got lots of strands.
What if I started up a GoFundMe for the price of getting an operation done, like something, because I think they've made a lot of advancements from the days when it looked like little ant legs poking out of your head.
Yeah.
Like when they took the hair from the back of your head and then just plopped it on the top of your head.
That's what they do. They do that.
Yeah.
They pull the back ones and they put them up front.
Yeah.
They do the role reversal. They
And-
bring the guys that have been used to sitting back row, they give them the front row.
Yeah,
And that makes your head
exactly.
happy. That makes it happy, and it
But then
starts growing again.
also, you see, if you were to like shave your head, there's like a smiley face scar on the back of your head from like where they took all of that hair.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah,
They
like
scar you up.
Joe Rogan has it. If you look at Joe Rogan, the back of his head, you'll see like a smiley face scar on the bottom of his the back of his skull.
Wow.
Because he
And
did some
he's
hair
bald.
transplant. Yeah,
He's
he's
straight up
bald.
bald now.
And now that he's bald, you can see that scar very, very easily.
Speaking of Joe Rogan, I was looking at his hands and I noticed I have the same problem. I got vitiligo on my hands and I was so self-conscious about it when
What
I
is
first noticed
vitiligo?
it. Vitiligo is when you start losing the pigmentation in a part of your skin.
Oh, okay,
And for
gotcha.
some reason, it started on my hands. I thought that because I was doing a lot of work on one of my Jeeps over the summer one year, that I just had grease buildup and or dirt because I basically rebuilt the Jeep that year just for something to do. And I thought that just like I wasn't getting the oil and the grime off my hands enough, and it was summer. I thought everything else was just tanned on me, and I was getting the splotch. I was catching the splotch from fucking the grease.
But and it was tanning. It was keeping the sun from
yeah,
okay,
from penetrating down deep. But the summer came and went. Winter showed up. The rest of my body went
winter pale.
Winter pale, yep. And my hands had a slight tinge of extra winter pale. I went to a dermatologist and they gave me this cream and shit, and it got so bad that I debated on just wearing gloves all the time because I was so self-conscious about it. That's why I got tattoos all over my hands now.
I got you. See, I didn't know it was called that because my friend of mine, she has that and she calls that her deer spots.
The deer spots.
She's got her deer spots, yeah. But I guess the doctor had told her that she's got to start using like, I think it was like Selsun Blue or something. It has this component in the Selsun Blue that if you put it on, you just kind of slather it all over on your body and wait for a couple of minutes and then you wash it off, and then it helps take that away.
Oh yeah, that would be for something different. So that would that would be for like some sort of like a fungal infection almost.
Tinea, I think.
Yeah, tinea or candida or something like that.
Well, what is it that you have? Is it like in the family of tinea?
No, it's vitiligo. It's just when your skin suddenly doesn't make the pigmentation anymore.
Because that's what that tinea shit's doing. Like you got like really light fucking patches.
But it's reversible. Vitiligo isn't.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, once you go
that shit's
bleached, yeah, once you're bleached, that's you. That's just how it is.
So what if it makes way up like to your face? Are you gonna start getting some Tekashi 6ix9ine fucking tattoos on your face?
You know what? I actually thought about it. No. I don't know. It really, really bothered me, and I don't know why I let it get to me so bad. I became so self-conscious. I hid my hands. I'd put them in my pockets. I like I said, I'd wear gloves. I was just so self-conscious, and I was the only motherfucker that could even notice it.
Yeah, I didn't notice it, and I've been your friend for years.
Yeah, but how often do you stare at a man's hands?
All right, there, Angie Dufresne. The fucking Shawshank Redemption references go on
here. No, but for real, I was so self-conscious about it, and I would notice like every day. It almost got to the fucking point that I would outline my splotches, and I would watch it recede, kind of a thing.
At least you didn't become like one of those cutters and just start slicing them up.
Oh fuck no!
You gotta hide your scars. I mean, hey, the tattoos work though.
Yeah, they do right now. But when I'm fucking 70 years old with wrinkled ass Illuminati tattoos all over my hands,
yeah. Well, then people will just, that guy's got to have a story.
Yeah. And that's what the tattoos all do have a story. They're all Masonic. It's not Illuminati, but yeah.
But at a glance, you might think Illuminati.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But if it did creep up, I don't know. I don't know how I'd react to it. I'm just happy that it has stopped. I have no idea. I don't know.
Cross that bridge when you get to it.
I hope not, but if it happens, it happens, I guess. Nothing I can do. I'm not going to tattoo my face like a clown.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just stay indoors for the rest of my life.
Or maybe spray tan.
Yeah. Would a tan do it though? Like,
I don't know.
Because if there's no pigment, like, does it tan?
Because it certainly wasn't when I would just have it in direct sunlight. But maybe if you got the spray shit on you.
Yeah. If you painted yourself.
Yeah, you get a nice undercoat of enamel and then fucking get the spray tan on you. So no family dramatics?
No, it was there was no dramatics at all. My mother's boyfriend wasn't there, which is always a good thing. He's just he's a very cringy person to listen to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says some really silly things at times. He caught me in a real hard eye roll at one point.
Oh, you treated him to an eye roll.
Oh, it was a dramatic eye roll. It was.
What was he going on about?
Oh, it was something. We were watching the fights and that the UFC fights one time, and you know, just talking stupid shit about like.
I could do that.
Yeah, you know, basically, you know, like, yeah, this armchair expert, and basically like every fight is fixed and blah blah blah. Just stupid shit. It just wasn't enjoyable watching them with him. He's just one of those guys that's like, hey man, I didn't come here to listen to your commentary. All right, let's leave it to Joe Rogan and the fellas, and you know, and how about you just shut up and watch this shit.
Yeah.
But no, he's always got something like the one up. Like, you know, I don't know. He talks a lot of nonsense and he's very dry. I don't understand why he's there, but he always shows up when I leave. Like, so it's great. It's almost like I'm Pokeroo, and then I end up ducking out, and then he ends up just coming after I've left.
Oh, I missed him again.
Oh, I missed him again. Like, oh, jeez. Yeah, he knows around the time that I end up driving back home, because it's an hour drive. So he plans it out pretty perfectly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So I think it's actually a decent move. I should actually.
Oh, exactly.
You know, yeah. I give. You know, I don't know. I talk about him like he's an ass, but I guess that's one thing that I hope he continues to do. Just kind of stay out of my way.
Yeah. Yep. You don't want to call him dad? I guess not, eh?
Fuck that. Fucking no. He's nothing to me.
No.
We have no relationship. I even think I told my mother that I don't like him at one point.
Oh, really? How did she react?
She asked me. Yeah. She was like, do you not like? No, I don't. You know, but I don't have to, and that's the thing.
No.
Like, I mean,
yeah, you're not living under her roof.
No.
He's not cooking you breakfast. Yeah. You don't got to eat his meals.
Well, he doesn't cook anything. He doesn't do anything. My mother does everything, and he just sits around at like a coffee shop all day with his buddies, and you know.
One of those guys.
Yeah. I don't think he even knows how to turn on a stove.
Yeah. Yep. No good.
No, but yeah, so he wasn't there, so that was good, and there was no drama between my brother and there was a lot of just COVID talk and all the bullshit that's happening with restrictions, and I was, you know, and we were talking a lot about England and how they're done. They're like, all right, no more mask mandates, no more vaccine mandates. They're opening everything up, and fuck it all. Let's get back to life. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, man. Makes me want to be a British citizen.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
I'll just bring a lot of vitamin D with me, just to account for all the lack of sunshine that they get out there.
Hey,
Yeah.
you were actually just telling me you watched the fights in VR.
Yeah, UFC 270 on the big screen on VR. So it's so cool. You have a bunch of different environments that you can sit in. You can go to like a classic drive-through or drive-in movie where you're outside and there's a big screen and you're in like the bush. Or you can go to a big super theater or go to this pimp condo with like a fireplace and a big screen TV with a pool table in the back, and you can invite all of your friends, whoever has virtual reality, to join your room. So say I spent $70 on a pay-per-view, everyone else can just join and watch my pay-per-view,
That's phenomenal.
without having to spend all the cash, right?
That's awesome. So, because I got the Oculus Quest 2,
Yeah,
I just have to accept a request from you,
yeah, that's it.
and
Or
I'm just fucking teleported to your fights.
yeah, and then you're sitting in my theater, and then we can wave at each other, and you could throw tomatoes at me, or like stupid little things, like
Could you charge admission?
I think I have to look into that, but maybe.
That would be cool if you could buy the fights and then invite a bunch of people to come watch.
$5
$5 a
person.
pop.
Yeah,
You
that'd
know,
be sweet.
now
I'd have
you're
to look
doing
into that.
pay-per-view numbers.
Yeah, now I'm making money on the pay-per-views, and it'll go towards the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. And the bottle of rum for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, no, I recommend it. Like this Oculus stuff it's still in its infant stages, I think. And
hell yeah.
Yeah, the strides that they're making, like it's going to be pretty impressive. It's going to be, I don't know, like if people are addicted to their phone so much, imagine being addicted. I'm thinking of like the kids movie Wall-E, where all the people were fat and they're sitting in these chairs with the headsets on and they're just stuck in this virtual reality. Like, but they've got like their avatars.
Something like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
That would be actually pretty cool, though.
I've been diving into the VR a lot more. It was collecting dust for a few months, but now I'm actually starting to really enjoy a lot of the games.
The only thing I fucking absolutely hate about my Oculus is that Facebook owns it.
Nah, me too. Me too. It's it's the one unfortunate thing that I had to get a Facebook account to start up Oculus.
Absolutely mandatory.
Yeah.
Absolutely mandatory. That's so ridiculous. I heard though that they are going to be reversing that.
I hope so.
I don't know if it's going to happen with the current iteration, but for the next one, I know that it is not supposed to be integrated into it. You don't need a Facebook account to do it.
I hope not, because I just have the account solely for Oculus. Like I don't add. I see people. People have requested for me to be a friend, but I have not accepted any of them because I do not want to be in this Facebook bullshit.
What else is going on, my man?
Well, I start my week of on call tomorrow morning for the week. And
guess what? I actually end my vacation.
Oh my God. It seems like you've been off for the better part of the last 3 years. You have had a hell of a vacation because you work a week on and a week off.
Yeah.
Like you're able to.
I only work half.
Have you been off? A month?
I've been off for a month and a half now.
Month and a half. Wow.
Yeah.
That is. Are you going to remember your
weird.
Job?
It's going to be weird going back.
Yeah. What's my login?
Oh shit, that's happened before.
Yeah.
Actually, my last vacation, which was the Christmas before, when I came back, I couldn't remember my login, and my login actually expired during that time.
See,
because
that's what I hate, because it'll expire and then you have to make another password, which just increases the chances of you forgetting your fucking passwords.
Yep. Actually had to get IT to fucking reset it for me because I couldn't get in whatsoever. That shit drives me nuts.
I don't know what I hate more, forgetting my password or being on with IT.
Yeah, well, I know the IT at my work, and they're awesome dudes.
Okay, so they're at work. Okay, because I was phoning IT in India.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
And I don't know. I love the India people, but they sing and they talk in such a sing-songy kind of kind of way, I kind of lose track of what they're saying, and I have,
Oh,
excuse me, can you say that again?
you get hypnotized.
Yeah, yeah, it's just the
Oh
rhythm that
shit.
they talk. Yeah, I just trail off.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I forgot to tell you. So
So
I got this fucking Fitbit from work. And you know what that is, right? You got
yeah,
one
the
actually.
watch. I got one myself.
Yeah.
It's cracked on the screen right now because of a bad drinking night. But go on. That's a
Uh,
story for another time.
well, I signed up for the premium because I was interested in my sleep habits because as I mentioned before, I like to piss during the night and it
Yeah.
breaks up my sleep. Sometimes, like I said, I would get up 3 fucking times a night just to piss. So I noticed that the Fitbit logs your sleeping. It knows when you wake up for somehow. It
Uh-huh.
it just like it monitors your oxygenation level, something to that effect. I can't remember the
It's
exact term that
basically
it
like,
monitors.
does it tell you what your recovery, like, recovery rate is, like, for your sleep recovery? And
Yeah, yeah, my readiness.
hmm,
It tells me my readiness score for the day depending on my sleep habit the day before. Every day since I got the stupid thing, I've been keeping track of it, and I got my Fitbit report. Like I was fucking around with the app, and I realized that you could have a report. It'll send out 30 days of your statistics, basically.
uh-huh. And you're wearing this thing every day?
Every day, I take it off to take my showers.
All right.
That's it, and you don't even have to. It
And you're good with
says
sleeping with it on and everything too?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I had to turn off the notification things because it would tell me you have this many
Yeah.
steps left to reach your goal or some stupid shit like
Better
that
get stepping.
in the middle of the fucking night while I'm sleeping, the cocksucker's
Yeah.
fucking vibrating on my wrist.
You're due to be moving.
Yeah. I went on the app and I checked out this one feature that I didn't even notice before, but it's got the report feature, and I published my report and I took a look at it, and it monitors. It tells you your REM,
Mhm.
your random eye movement when you're in your deep sleep, how many times you wake up in a night, and I could see my pissing habits right
Mhm.
on that fucking thing. It'll show me, oh yeah, you got up 4 times last night to piss. Your nocturia is doing you wonders.
Dude, I mean, just having a good sleep, it makes your life so much better.
How can you function without it?
You
You
can't,
can't. You absolutely can't.
not properly.
You don't think straight. You're a fucking zombie. You're a safety hazard at work. It's just ridiculous. You need a good sleep. And one thing that I noticed was I was drinking caffeine too late. I
Mhm.
realized I can't fucking drink coffee after 6 p.m. no more, or I have a bad sleep. So,
Well, that's for
oh,
most people with coffee. I I don't, maybe not coffee addicts, because like I think they get their tolerance, they could probably drink coffee all night and just go to
yeah.
sleep because their body's used to having that
Well,
level. But
when I was younger, that was like normal thing. You would go to the Robin's Donuts, sit there smoking cigarettes, drinking double doubles till 10 o'clock at night before you go home and go to bed, kind of thing.
yeah, and to have a piss when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, with a full bladder.
Yeah.
You got that big balloon bladder from the night before, filled and ready to release. You don't got to get up to go fucking piss 30 times. I hate getting old.
Yeah, man.
I hate getting old
And it's happening every day.
every single day. No, but this Fitbit thing is pretty cool. I like all these little settings that you can get into on it. But the main feature that I really care about is the sleep, because I get enough exercise every single day. I'm active,
Mhm.
especially when I'm at work. It's from fucking 5:30 in the morning till I get back to my room at like 7 o'clock, 7:30 at night. I'm constantly on the move, kind of like all throughout the day. On this past month and a half vacation, I can't say that. There's been days of 5 hours of basically just being stationary. You could see that I've been playing the Xbox.
I'm trying to get more active in my gaming where I have to move around and
And the
you know
VR is so awesome for that. The only thing that sucks with yours is that you're tethered.
yeah, yeah.
You got to worry about the cord, but
It
you got
has, yeah, it has its pluses and its faults, but I don't know. I kind of prefer the PC driven VR.
Oh, hell yeah. You got access to a lot higher fidelity graphics,
Yeah.
and you can run a whole lot of other shit that I can't. But when me and you are playing that war game Onward,
Mm-hmm.
that thing is so fucking cool because you literally got to act out what you're doing. You're aiming down sights with your controllers.
Yeah, and reloading, like
Reloading,
you have to
you gotta
pop the
drop your
clip out,
clip. You
grab
gotta
the new clip from your belt, put it in there, and you got to
pull
rack
back
it.
your pin.
Yeah.
You gotta pull a grenade. You're pulling a fucking grenade off your chest. You're pulling the pin. You're throwing the fucking thing. It's so fucking cool, and
It
it's
immerses
only
you.
gonna get it's only gonna get better.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's got a bit of a cartoony thing to it, but this is just the beginning.
Oh hell yeah! Once we get the omnidirectional treadmills, like they have them, they already have them out, but once they become more of a mainstream thing,
Yeah, where it's
with
not
virtual
like
reality,
$10,000 to buy one.
and yeah, they're more accessible and they don't take up half a room's width of fucking space, then I could see so many possibilities with this. So many. But you're right, for getting up and moving, like after playing Pistol Whip the first time, my legs
Oh yeah,
were jello because you're
doing squats.
you're John Wick in this fucking game. And you're moving like John Wick. You're doing everything John Wick would be doing.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, so it's taken my Xbox time away.
And that's good. That's really good because it's interactive.
Mm-hmm.
You're moving, and even though you had that Christmas dinner, you probably burnt it off already.
I had quite a bit to eat.
Maybe a couple more sessions.
Yeah, I'd have to be playing a like, I don't know, there's like a Rocky Balboa boxing game. I'd probably have to fight at least 7 or 8 rounds
at the same time.
Yeah. I did some damage on that dinner. I mean, I can't be going there and just, picking a little bit. Sorry, Mom, I'm watching my weight after she made all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta be polite, and I put a dent in that food, boy.
Well, that's good. That's good. You made Mama happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Made your body hate you, but your mom's happy.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up here, what happened to your Fitbit? You said that you broke it?
I fucked my Fitbit up.
What happened?
I don't like that feeling when you wake up after a night of drinking and there's a lot of stuff that is missing from your memory.
The clip missing, yes.
Oh, there was, the whole second half of the movie was missing. I was out having some drinks. We were my friend has a new boyfriend. So it was like this was the time that her friends got a chance to meet her new boyfriend.
Oh God.
Yeah, we were all going to go out and have some drinks at another friend's place, play some drinking games. And so that's what we did, and that's what we usually do. And I am generally pretty good at holding my liquor. And this night it was not one of those nights. So I guess what the story that was told was when I ended up getting up to leave the house, we were going to get into an Uber or whatever, and I fell in the kitchen. I don't remember that. And then I got in the car, and then we had a room. I guess there was 2 rooms, one for me and one for my friend and her boyfriend at a hotel. So we get in the car, they get me to the hotel, they help me to my room. I guess I didn't want to stay in my room. So
you were already shit-faced
I was
to
just
the hotel?
destroyed at this point.
All
just
right.
Annihilated. So I needed help getting to my room. And then when I got to my room, I ended up leaving the room, and then I was determined to go home. I didn't want to be at the hotel. I wanted to be at home. And
it wasn't a nice room?
It was a perfectly good room. It was everything that I needed. I should have just went to bed and called it a night.
Yeah.
But for some reason I was compelled to go home. And
the internal GPS saying, it's time to go.
Yeah, I was in that room, and I guess and there's little bits that I kind of remember of the second half that I was blacked out. I remember little bits here and there. I don't remember falling in the kitchen before we left. I don't remember being in the vehicle on the way to the hotel, and I don't remember being helped to my room. But I do remember being all alone in the parking lot of the hotel. It was a great thing that I forgot my keys at the house that
Oh, fuck.
I was partying at, because I apparently thought that I was tip top shape to drive. And I am not big on drinking and driving. I'm against it. I've had friends that have passed away because of it.
Yeah.
And but I was not making any rational decisions at all. I remember falling numerous times
Oh,
going
God.
to and from the vehicle, and like I was having this battle. I could hear sober Mark like in my brain yelling at me because I just kept falling. You know, he was just yelling like, "Just get the fuck up and just walk." Like, just walk and get to where you need to go. And and I fell straight back. My hand smashed against the ground, and the watch was on my wrist,
Oh,
and it got,
shit.
yeah, and it got smashed. And I remember the next morning. I really wish that because I had a friend that worked at the hotel, and I wanted to get a recording because they have the entire parking lot, the entire hotel is all video surveillance. I wanted to see the the video of how long I was stumbling around that parking lot. I fell at least 3 or 4 times that I could remember, and I ended up phoning for a cab.
Yeah.
I remember talking to to the lady that answered, was like Roach's taxi, and I was so drunk I could barely talk. I remember that bit. I was saying I need a car, and she asked me where do you need the car? And I knew where I was. I've been there before. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I've been there many times, and I couldn't get the words out. And this dispatcher for the cab was like yelling at me, "Where do you need the car?" And then she hung up on me.
I guess so.
Yeah, she hung up on me, and I don't remember how I ended up, because I did end up getting home that night. And remember, I told you I forgot my keys. So now I'm at home and the door's locked. I don't know. I remember being like pissed off. I didn't want to sleep in the stairwell to my apartment,
Yeah.
and I just gave my door a shoulder, and
You fucking broke into your own home.
it popped right open. And then I don't remember what happened after that, but I remember waking up in the morning. I got up and I walked out into the living room where the door was. The door was closed. All of my clothes were right in front of the door. So it appears that I just came in, disrobed, and then went to bed. I just left my clothes in front of the door. And yeah, I gave the front desk clerk at that hotel. He could have been able to just call the police on me.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, but my friend who got the room worked there, and I think he kind of took sympathy on me because I was a friend of a coworker. So yeah, so the next couple of days, I ended up going out and buying him a big gift basket with like a a bunch of like specialty cookies and treats, and
Well, that's very thoughtful of you.
and I put a card in there, and I wrote
You even gave him a card?
I wrote him a little "I'm sorry" note, and I was very ashamed. I've never been like that.
Yeah.
And
No, you have been like that.
I've been like that, but I, you know, like I was an asshole to this guy, and I've been like sloppy drunk, but not an asshole.
Yeah. Like I remember you dressed up as Santa Claus one year.
Hey, yeah.
Directing traffic on the busiest street in town.
I was just trying to make it safe for people that were passing. It's a busy time in Christmas.
Oh, I see. Oh, you were doing the favor for everybody. Okay.
I think I saved lives that night.
Yeah.
While putting my own life in risk.
Very much so.
Okay, I've had some moments where every Christmas party, every year, company Christmas, I would always be Santa Claus, and I was always requested to be Santa because people like drunk Santa. And,
you're jolly.
Yeah, And I mean, even when I'm in the hotel conference rooms where they're having the parties, and then the hotel staff is asking me that another room has requested if I can go in and pay them a
Like you're,
visit.
like
And
you're fucking for rent or something.
basically, right? Yeah, and even having kids, that's where I felt bad because it's late at night when we're having
Yeah,
these parties. But in a hotel, a little kid ends up coming up to me, and I have to keep it. I have to keep it together.
you got
I,
to get
I
the role.
I have to get into character.
Yeah.
I got to get the ho hos just right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and ask what do you want for Christmas, and the kid wanted pastels. I remember the request was for pastels for art.
Did you promise him the pastels?
Oh, it was a little girl.
Oh,
I said absolutely. I'll yeah, she was gonna get the pastels, and then
good.
I talked to the parent. I'm like, could you please just get her some pastels? Because I told her that I would feel bad if she doesn't, and then she'd be like, Santa just lied to my
Yeah.
face.
Fuck Santa.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Santa. Fuck Christmas.
But yeah, I have been sloppy drunk before, but that's how I fucked up my Fitbit. It was probably the sloppiest I've ever been in the last at least 5 years.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, thankfully, you didn't have your keys.
Oh my god, man! I couldn't even imagine. Like, I'm good. I could drive. I could drive. I drank a 26er of rum to myself,
Yeah.
and that was in a span of like 4 hours. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and once that hit me, I was done and determined to go home. I looked at my phone the next day, and I thought I was looking at my bank statement, but I typed my bank password to my brother on text message. Uh, like I was just a fucking mess. Like I couldn't see right. I had to close one eye. But I remember struggling with myself. Like sober Mark was just like, "You fucking idiot, get the fuck up." I don't know.
Wow.
But and then we tried to get afterwards. We're like, you know what? Let's look and see if we can get that footage. But they only keep it for like 6 months or something. So I think I made up for it a bit by getting the gift basket.
Oh, the gift basket took care of all of it, thankfully. Thankfully. It could have been a fuck of a lot worse.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Well, that's good. At least you're thinking about that man's pride or
yeah.
feelings.
And the Fitbit still works. It's just
Well,
got
hey, that's a bonus.
it's just got a big crack right across the screen.
Well, right on.
Yeah. So I don't know how many drunken steps I took that day. I wouldn't have been able to read the results. No,
You probably hit your goal, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
And the amount of energy you have to expend to actually get back up from falling down. That's a
Oh,
hell
that's
of a
like 10
workout.
sit-ups.
That's like a
That's
lot
10
of
sit-ups in
push-ups
one.
too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's sit-ups when I fall on my back, but it was push-ups when I was falling on my face.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing it all.
Lucky you got your front teeth still.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, full body workout and still got my teeth.
Right on.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
Ever.
Ever. So I guess we can wrap it up here for the night, and let's call it an episode 5.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
And next episode, we got some things lined up. We're going to get into some topics that I think there's more than a few of you men out there that are actually going to enjoy this and find it pretty useful. So thank you very much for tuning in. We hope you had a wonderful week, and we'll be talking to you guys soon.
Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out.
This is the Broken Home Podcast, signing out.
Peace.